semblance of normalcy here in winners finals with the Palutena and the Pokemon trainer. Now,
What
Palutena.
All I see is Charizard. What are they talking about?
True.
Pokemon trainer implies the existence of other Pokemon. All I see is Charizard. That means that, okay, that interaction was amazing because Beast knew that Enzo wanted that approaching neutralizer, so yoinking him, he faded back and got the most optimal punish. The falling up air up smash was man. Actually, he's letting stands, but still, Beast, you're killing it, buddy.
And the early up B to avoid that forward air was surely would have taken the stock. And now Enzo going to work. Oh, wow.
Catching that was just before the armor came out. Fantastic high recovery. Just barely circumventing that reflect.
That sweet spot. How did that back air sweet spot?
Don't ask questions we don't want answers for.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right.
Gosh, I love Charizard's weapon. It's so menacing. You know, he just sticks his neck out, like, what do you want from me now? And just points with it super hard. Wow, still being able to armor through the down tilt. Enzo, quick little flex with that. Nice use of the canoe there. I really
okay.
Like
all right, flex on him a little bit. All right, now how quickly do we get to switch to Ivysaur?
In 6 seconds. Once the timer hits 5:38.
Okay.
Watch it. It's going to happen. Never mind.
Oh,
I was really excited for it.
I was so sure he was going to do it to recover too. I was like, this is about to be an insane call.
I felt it in the cards. Okay, so the next 10 seconds. Sometimes you do that. That's a jump. Keeps really, really good switch to Charizard there. Being able to recover low.
Oh, man.
So that edge guard was amazing. Keeps going
just
through those
clinical.
Yeah, he recognized the fact that Beast had burned his double jump. He couldn't do anything to get back onto the stage. Just kept him off stage as long as possible and was able to get the kill off because he switched to Charizard instead of going through like a low Ivy recovery.
Yep. And it literally just occurred to me, Enzo's not known as a Palutena player. Like, this is a guy who made his made his bones as with PT and with Joker. And this Palutena looks really darn good.
I mean, I feel like I've seen this Palutena a bunch recently, and it's just fantastic. You know what? That was a nicely spaced Flare Blitz because Enzo was definitely not anticipating like Charizard to bump his head so low. He really messed up the timing for the up smash as a result. But this game, man, this looks so
wow.
This just looks tough.
Yeah. And I think the point at which obviously the second stock is definitely where it got out of hand, but the beginning of the second stock, the end was not pretty either, but the beginning where he stayed on Squirtle for, 20, 30 seconds, got nothing. Absolutely nothing. None of those low percent combos that Squirtle loves. And then he's just forced to recover with Ivysaur, who just gets auto reticled to death, and then with Charizard, who gets up smashed to death. That was just just a systematic dismantling of all three characters that Pokemon Trainer has at her disposal. And that is what makes Enzo so terrifying, and it's what makes Enzo that is why Enzo that caliber of player is what it takes to dethrone Juice, who had a stranglehold over Philly for Philly's #1 spot for, I believe, over 2 years. And Enzo's the first person, I think one of only 5 people to hold #1 in Philly. And that's what it takes. That is the caliber of player that he's bringing to the table.
He's the 5th Hokage. And I only say that because Juice occasionally wears a headband. To
Oh, man.
You remember that, right?
Yeah, no, he does. He does do that. Why does he do that?
He was it? I really forgot which village's headband it was. I'm pretty sure it was Konoha.
It's probably, yeah. I mean, I don't, you know what? I also don't think Juice could tell you. I'm pretty sure.
It's taking an awfully long time to go pick the second game. But you know what? It's fine. Just a nice little breather. Nice little rest after that game 1. Because despite how strong Beast opened up, and that lead on that neutral lane was, amazing, he didn't get to play the game much more after that. Enzo's edge guarding and ledge trapping is just terrifying. I really wouldn't want to
Yeah,
do it.
it's like it's Mewtwo King-esque.
3, 2, 1, go!
That being said, they are going to be going right back into PS2. Okay, so same trick ain't gonna work twice, Beast. Saw how he did the same exact thing where he retreated to the platform, tried to go for that falling up air, and Enzo this time was absolutely ready for it. He did not want to take the same 66 that he did last time.
Yoicks. This is already starting to get kind of out of hand.
Oh, he
Okay,
almost
that
had
neutral air
the
could have been the start of something.
Enzo's edge guarding is so much more aggressive this game compared to the last one. Gets the late hit of the down air, was able to ledge jump Charizard. Look how smart he is laying on the ground, knowing that if he would...
Is he farming Rage?
No! I'm
Is
gonna
this-
see what he's doing.
Is this Barbarian farming Rage?
This is the equivalent of Nest mains, just like once they hit a PK. Ooh, it just get a little bit crunchy for you too. But yeah, I mean, honestly, Beast just like tapped into his prime himself, and was
Yeah.
like, one of these will land. What a phenomenal two-fit, perfectly catching the teleport. I mean, honestly, you should be two-fitting teleports every chance that you get. The timing on them is predictable. You literally have an audio cue that says, "Hey, buddy, this is the teleport."
Yeah, she's literally calling it out.
Yeah, with a little ping.
I definitely think Joel wanted back throw back air there. Probably didn't get the turnaround, which is why you got the forward air. Not
I don't
quite
think
as
he
much
had
damage.
Did that forward in it either. I would have thought that you'd get like the back hit of neutral and into the back hit. That being said, though,
sure.
able to grab all those tilts and still get a grab. How is Enzo going to be able to get back onto the stage?
How are these percents even? Wow,
What
that
a
was
mash.
yeah.
That's
And you
spot
know,
on.
like that should tell you a lot about Enzo as a player. He this is not somebody who has like a crazy Smash 4 pedigree. He was never, I don't think he was ever even top 5 in Philly in Smash 4, but this is a player who just sat down and put in the work. And like he is going to outwork you as like every single stock of every single.
Yep. That being said, like the use of the canoe here is actually really, really brilliant. It just like it forces your opponent to slow down and play completely and be on exact standby through the moment that you decide to land. Because otherwise, if you run to the other side of the stage, like you're just letting them set up the green almost.
If Beast doesn't hit a low percent back air here, he does not win this game. That's my proclamation.
I don't understand how he's gonna get back to stage here. Oh wow, good stall with his multiple jumps and just outlasting that up smash. This is looking tough for the Beast, I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
Opponent
No
wins.
hide from the light.
Bum, ba-da-da-dum.
And that's just like Enzo on Palutena he's just so good at stepping on the throat of his opponents. Like I mean,
How so?
like you get to a last stock situation, like his mentality is really, really, really strong. Like even among top players, I would rate his mentality among the strongest. And like you get to and that makes him really scary to play against with a lead, but it makes him really, really scary to play against when he has a lead, because like he's just going to he works so hard and he's not going to let up at any point. He's just going to suffocate you, and like you get to, and Beast is a player who really thrives off momentum, like absolutely thrives off momentum, and he can like steal that momentum from at any point in the game. And you get to a last stock situation, Beast is at 90, which is high, but not undoable. If he gets it, like it's going through, Beast is going through his, I can tell you, it's going through his head. If I get like back throw back air or like some low percent thing, now I can start to make stuff happen. And like, you know, Enzo recognizing that, he plays specifically to avoid anything that could get scary. And then he just finishes his food and steps on the throat. And he
What
he
do you
will
think Beast
not
could
let
be
you back
doing
in.
to like bring this back? Because he's down 2 games right now. I feel like both of these games were pretty definitive. They weren't even really all that close. What adjustments do you think he needs to be making? Because I can't come up with them.
I mean, I can tell you the adjustment he's probably going to try to make is he's probably just going to try and tighten up his Charizard strings. Like he was missing, like, I mean, he was just a couple frames off, a couple pixels off on like some of these conversions off of throws. If he can tighten those up, then absolutely, like this goes in, like this becomes a winnable set. But unless he's going to commit fully to a different playstyle here, using more like using maybe more of the Squirtle, which I don't know how warmed up it is, but or like, you know, committing to like more mix-ups with other characters. I don't think any of what he's doing with Charizard now is really going to throw Enzo off. Like the only thing, like I don't think his Charizard is going to beat Enzo. So like he either has to make his Charizard game inescapable, or he has to incorporate other characters so that he can actually like stand a chance of mixing him up here.
Yeah, and I feel like the biggest like indication of how comfortable Enzo was when B set him up in the old reliable, you know, nail, missed attack, are you gonna get hit by Flare Blitz?
Yeah.
Enzo lied down. He took a nap. He said, "I'll let you press your Flare Blitz."
And you can still die there, but I mean that's like, I saw that that might have been.
As soon as I saw that happen, though, to me it looked exactly like Enzo knows what he is doing. Enzo fights this all the time.
Yeah.
Like this is his comfort zone.
And you know what else? Like, Enzo also was one of the top Pokemon trainer players in the world for a good amount of time. I mean, you could still count him among those ranks.
Not thy enemy.
Yeah, exactly. So he probably has a pretty good sense of like what timing is suitable for like that mistech Flare Blitz, and what timing will get you killed.
Wow, that was such an interesting mix-up, though. Instead of like continuing it on with up airs or another neutral air, he just goes immediately to the down air. I'm interested to see how. I really wish it connected so I could see how he would follow up from it. Wow, Beast has so much sustain off stage, just making the most out of his jumps, trying to snag Enzo, but Enzo stays ever so slightly outside of his hitboxes every single time.
Oh man, okay, just it went in a little bit early on that explosive flame, but this is definitely the best that, I mean, knock on wood, this is the best that Beast has looked to open any one of these games. And you know, it's mostly come on the back of just, you know, like tightening up his execution with Charizard. But even then,
that counter was immaculate.
Yeah,
that was Beast trying to mix it up. He hasn't
really
done something
was
aggressive like that before. Normally he drop down for the ledge, maybe as Ivy says, out an up B. I haven't seen him do that before, and Enzo was ready for it. He was still ready for the mix-up that he hasn't seen.
That was a great read with the back throw. But now, Beast could honestly just die here. Beast could honestly die before he gets back to the Pokeball in the center of the stage. In fact, it's looking more and more likely. Okay, we get a reversal.
That's going to do so many favors for him right now. Is this going to be the spike? It is not. Beast, unfortunately, ever so slightly mistiming it. I think we did a little bit too early there.
And you know what? He does make it back to the Pokeball. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that was
he caught him in the charge release animation a little bit. That was definitely, I was not ready for him to up B there, or side B there.
Yeah, neither was I. It caught me off guard. Beast is mixing up his recoveries really beautifully right now.
Okay, and here comes Squirtle. All right, I mean, 28% for Squirtle, not much, but it's something.
Right now, he just continues to pile on this damage. He's taking this lead. He's starting to really run away with this. The probability of us seeing like a quick 3-0 at this point is almost a guarantee right now.
Yeah, like these next 15, 20 seconds are what determines if this game goes from winnable to completely out of hand.
Yep.
I mean, with how clean with how clean Enzo's Palutena has been playing, you might even say that at 109, it's already out of hand.
Yeah. But, you know, Beast always has that, like, bit of an X factor to it. What?
Ooh, okay.
Remember when you know what? You know what, Beast? I'm gonna stop
Ride for
talking.
the light.
I'm gonna stop talking.
All right.
I don't know how
So,
he does it. He always manages to surprise me. He always does it. It's always the unexpected.
he's